Hey, this is Ron Capps. Once again, we're here on the west side of Oahu for the 4th annual Napa Cup. Now I'm going to head into K1 Speed behind me pretty soon to race with the fans, all in go-karts like we did every year. But we got some really cool show cars. People brought some hot rods down, some really nice street cars, some really cool 57s, 56s, some neat cars. So let's walk around and talk to some people. All right, check this out. Great color, first of all. This is Vince's 58 Del Rey. And you can see he did a frame-off restoration on it, but it's a daily driver. And you come in here, and this kind of throws me back to when I was a kid, but it's got a 348, 3.2s on it. Like I said, he drives it every day. Just a fun car. But if you go in here and you look in the interior, come on around here, and peek in at the dash. Look at the steering wheel, but look at the old dash. You had the fan, defroster switch, up and down, air, temperature. Look at the old fuel gauges. I mean, this is the kind of car that when I was a kid, my grandfather would drive around, so it really takes me back. A lot of good memories and stuff like this. So, great car, especially a daily driver. All right, now check this out. Steven, we met a few years ago. He's got a great looking 56 Chevy behind us. Bel Air. Tell us about the engine.
It's a 502 crate engine, 500 horsepower, 500 foot of torque.
Nice. That's a good street car, right? Good car to go down, put some groceries in the back seat. Now, Steven, we were just talking. Great car. I saw it a few years ago. But you just got a new toy in it. And to our right, you'll see a brand new 57 Chevy. To tell us about this, I know it's a beautiful car, obviously, the undercarriage, everything. But the fact that you just got it in, I know that, just here to the islands. But it's beautiful outside. Tell us about underneath, because I know it's all Corvette. Really nice, powerful stuff.
This is a 1996 Corvette front and rear half with a 57 Bel Air center, and it's got a 96 LS1 with a stroker engine in it, 383 stroker.
If we're going to take these two cars out and we're going to drag race them, which one would you pick to drive against me and the other one?
This one.
You're going with a big block Chevy, right? Oh, this one's got a 4-speed automatic, which it's got to be fun to cruise downtown with, huh?
Yes. This car is streetable. It's very friendly.
But this is what it's all about. Nice cars, cruisers, and man, we thank you for bringing them down.
Thank you very much.
All right, now check this out. We're in a 48 Anglia. Me as a kid growing up going to the drag races, these cars were always one of my favorites because they were so squirrely, so short wheel-based. Now we got Robert that owns the car, and this is a street car that's basically a race car. Tell us about the engine.
It's a 383 stroker with a tunnel ram on it.
Nice. And believe it or not, he had this 1963. It has been on the drag strip, and he ran mid-10-second passes with this thing, but it's still, and I can tell you from sitting in here, it's still a lot of race car for a street car. Very cool. Everything's, you can tell, overkill, which is good for a street car with a lot of power. So you got power windows, speaking of power, which is hard to believe in a race car on the street like this. And so 1963 you got this. Just, you know, it's been in your family. I mean, do you have any kids that want to take this over?
Yeah, my 2 sons. They probably take it over after everything's done.
Have you let them drive it yet?
No, not yet.
I wouldn't either. But anyway, this one's always a sight for me to see whenever we come out here. So we appreciate you bringing it out.
Thank you.
All right, now check this out. Flat black, or I guess kind of grayish, right?
Flat black.
Flat black. And it's an everyday driver. This is John. Tunnel rammed, 406 mouse. Look at this motor in here. And he does drive it every day, but he's got tacks, he's got gauges. A lot of fun. Is this a cruiser you take it on weekends?
No, lone straightaways.
Oh, okay. Well, I love it, man. This is like just a race car in street car clothes.
Yeah.
You
I built it in 2 years, spent a lot of money, and I'm still not done yet.
well, we like it, man. This is raw stuff. Thanks for bringing it down.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you for coming down.
Now check this out behind me. My dad would get a kick out of this if he was here. 56 Chevy, straight axle in the front, cross ram, small block Chevy. Just old school. This is what my dad always talked about when he talked about his days of running around with a hot rod when he was younger. Les, right?
Hi.
How are you? This car, I think what I love about it is the old school kind of look with the straight axle. But my favorite part, and I'll tell all of you guys, is I've gone around and asked everybody what kind of engine, what kind of transmission, but here's my favorite part of this car. What kind of transmission?
4-speed transmission.
Manual. Gear banging.
Yep, that's right.
So this is old school, and again, I wish my dad was here to see this, but this is something would be a lot of fun to take out. Do you take it out cruising?
Yep, all the time.
Nice. I bet it gets a lot of looks.
Yep, thumbs up all the time.
Yeah. All right, everybody, check this out. We're getting to the good stuff here. This is something that you don't see too many of. In fact, I think 5 of them are built. Don Davis, a chassis builder. This is actually a race car. If you go to any NHRA Mellow Yellow Series sportsman race or a national event, you're going to see a lot of these kinds of cars in super gas and categories like that on a weekend. You'll see them at a bracket race. This is a tube chassis, 27 Roadster. Now, again, 5 of these were made, but you put this thing up on a lift and you're going to see a race car chassis underneath it, and it is street driven by Russell. I'm going to crawl in here. There is no doors on this. That's the coolest part. Now watch this. Russell, come on around here. I'm pretending I'm getting in my funny car here. Oh, this is awesome. He's got a cup in here because he brought his daughter down, who is racing go-karts with us tonight. But tell us about the car a little bit. I know that there's only 5 of them made, but tell me about the powertrain.
Yeah, the powertrain on it, I mean, this has a crate motor, a 350 in it. It's got a few things done to it from GM Performance. And Don Davis, who's partnered with Hughes years ago, it's got a Hughes Turbo 350 in it. So it's pretty much a race car that's street legal.
Yeah, and my street rod at home, I've got a pretty supercharged engine in my street rod, and I went overkill so nothing would break on my car, and I called Hughes up to get a transmission made for mine, so I know it's a strong transmission. But you look inside here, and this reminds me of the cockpit of my office, if you will, in my funny car. It's got the steering wheel. It's a very drivable car, but everything's racing in here, and it's very comfortable. I got to tell you, this is probably, you could fall asleep in here.
Yeah, you could. It's a fun car. It's real comfortable how they made the seat.
How's it drive going down the road?
It's. I never drove a car with big tires in the back before, except in a straight line down a drag strip. So on the street, it's a true race car. If you point it, it goes straight.
Well, see, getting on an on-ramp, I'm sure he gets lots of high fives and a lot of these going down the road, right?
Yeah. Look at a lot of people like the car.
All right, well, here we go. I know the sun's going down. We're going to do some racing in a minute, but you talk about you can't have a car show without a 23 T-Bucket Roadster showing up, and this guy's got a cool name, Ron. Good to meet you.
Thank you.
I'm Ron. Anyway, we got a small block Chevy, just a classic street rod. You look back at all the years of hot rodding, and this is one of the classics. You see them every time, but this thing is loaded up. It's got a nice little BM shifter in it. Just a basic, cool street rod. Probably weighs, what, how many pounds?
1,500 pounds.
Wow. And so a lot of power, very lightweight, and very big tires in the back. Everything that you'd want in a street rod, right?
Right.
Get a lot of thumbs up when you go down the road?
Yeah, big trucks wave, pop the big horn, motorcycle guys wave, and tourists take picture.
And there you have it, man. It doesn't get any cooler. All right, stay tuned after these messages because we got some really cool racing coming up. See you right after the break.
You spent hours practicing. You've got talent and determination. When the game's on the line, and it really matters, make sure you have quality equipment. When it comes to getting the right equipment for your car, insist on Napa Auto Parts. Get the good stuff.
What's going on, everybody? We're here at K1 Speed in Kapolei. It's the 4th annual Napa Cup. Ron Cap is competing with 10 other finalists. It's going to be fast.
Okay, as you can hear outside, Augie's on the microphone, but what we have is the top 10 qualifiers for the Napa Cup 2015 are on the track now. It's going to be narrowed down to the top 3, and then I'm going to battle those top 3 for the fastest time and what would be considered the winner of the Napa Cup 2015. I'm used to going 320-something miles per hour in a straight line with parachutes, so this ought to be interesting to see what happens when left and right turns are thrown at me.
Excitement is building because right now we got our top racers from our last 3 events. These guys ran the fastest laps, and then Ron Capps will be taking the track to see if they can beat their times.
All right, I'm getting ready to go out for my first practice lap. Let's see what we can do.
I'm gonna beat Thomas and Ron.
Yeah, I'm up against Ron Capps, and I don't think he can beat me.
I'm just gonna do the best I can to see what happens.
Here it is, the winner of the 2015 Napa Cup. Look at this, all the past winners on here. Tom Merriman, who you spent a little bit of time down here, I hear.
Yeah, lots of time.
Well, what do you think about, I know we've been here in the past, but K1 Speed, how cool did they set this place up?
Oh, this place is so cool, so fun. I just love this place.
Only indoor go-karting place in Oahu, right? Yeah. Okay, well, next year we're going to come back, and I'm going to have to practice, I think, a little bit more. But you won a helmet that's a replica of the helmet that I wear. Got your name on the trophy, all kinds of goodies. But great job, man. You were fast.
Thank you very much, Ron.
All right.